My first camera was a Lego camera that I had as a child, and I was doing stop motion movies with Lego actors.
Wow.
Well, I started doing film and TV because I always loved the atmosphere on set. And my mom was actually working in television, and as a single mom she had to take me along. So I spent most of my childhood in TV and film studios, kind of getting a glimpse at the process of filmmaking. So yeah, I kind of grew up in it, and I stayed in it, and I always knew what I wanted to do. That's why I had my Lego camera when I was 7 or 8, and I always knew what I'm going to do. I always used to travel with a camera with everything I've been doing, because we always said that when you travel with the camera, there's always something that happens. You know, when you're gonna shoot around the block, you're gonna have to be very creative. When you travel and explore the world, there's always something interesting that you can document, and it takes you places. So why I chose Pilsen is I was invited here. I love the city. I actually did a lot of shooting for Pilsner, for the beer factory here. I actually shot a whole documentary about the history of Pilsner Urquell. So I always like to return, and a lot of young people here, and I like the culture, so I didn't hesitate to come. Well, working with RedBull is amazing, I have to admit. It's a global company that owns a lot of different sports and cars and airplanes, and it's usually a very young and dynamic group of people behind it. So yeah, I actually cannot imagine a better company to work on with what I do. It's just usually dynamic and big videos. So RedBull was amazing, and I'm really happy to stay in the RedBull family and shoot more videos like this in the future. Actually, no, I didn't ride the Formula 1 car because I'm too big. I'm too big. I don't fit inside. I didn't know that actually the seats in the Formula 1 are actually made to fit the one driver that's driving it. They actually take a copy of your bag and they create the seat. And all the drivers, when you look at them, they have big chins because they're fighting the G's, but they're very tiny people. So no, I didn't ride it because I'm too big. I didn't even fit in the cockpit, and driving an F1 is extremely complicated. The company itself has only 4 people that can actually drive it. Working with David Coulthard it's amazing. I mean, he's a big professional. He comes from the era of Formula 1 when I was growing up with Michael Schumacher and people like that. So just to be in the same room with him was amazing. But work-wise, he's such a professional that he completely understood the script. He did everything I told him, even better than I expected. And I kind of hope that I'm going to be able to work with him in the future, because it's effortless. Working for RedBull was it's not easy, because this concept of the road movie that they do is something that they always ask for a local production, because you're supposed to capture the local culture and the best sides, so it makes sense to work with people locally. So basically I had to fight with different productions from the Czech Republic and Slovakia, because both of those countries were in and on the game, and I had to convince that I'm the best one to go with. And since I've been doing not things like that, but I've been trying to do kind of big videos, kind of the dynamic videos in the past. So I was asked to be part of the competition, and then I had to actually win with a concept. So I wrote a script. The script was liked by RedBull, and that's how I got the job. Well, actually, the Czech RedBull and Czech and Slovak RedBull is in charge of choosing the director, and they have known me and known my work in the past, and they knew it was usually a big show. So they thought I might be a good fit. Also, a year before I actually did this video, I did a similar video with a 15-year-old girl who broke a world record in a truck, speed record, which was kind of in the same area of genre. So that helped, but really a lot of these productions were just there because they might be good fit, but they all have to compete and convince them with a script, with an idea. Well, I think it starts when you want to do road movies or things like that. You kind of have to start with being a little adventurous and do things that are interesting to see. I mean, anything you shoot can be either boring or fun, and you really have to go the fun way to convince the viewer to keep on watching. What I've been doing in the past is I really go back in the editing room and I look at every second of the video and say, okay, is it necessary to be there? Because, you know, online videos work a little differently than TV. People can turn it off much more easily than TV. So getting them to watch a half an hour video, or even the 7-minute video we did with RedBull, is a lot about keeping the attention. So yeah, you have to really think about it, think about the places you want to go, how to show them, show them differently. You don't want to do something that somebody has done in the past. You probably shouldn't do a video that already exists on YouTube with every travel blogger and travel guide that they have done in the past. So it's really about that. And I mean, a storyline always works. Traveling for a reason is always better than just traveling, because that's something that's already been done so many times in the past. So yeah, I really sat down, and with Formula 1 that's very specific. I didn't know much about Formula 1. I really had to do my research and look at documentaries, look at the Netflix show that already exists, and really have to get into topic so that I can target the audience of motorsports. So yeah, research and guiding it towards the fun parts. My next project. The thing is, with these projects, there's always there's always a little form that you have to sign that you will not talk about it much, but I'm staying in the family of RedBull. I do work on 2 or 3 projects with RedBull athletes right now to do similar things in the future. And also I'm cooperating with a production in the UK to do a Netflix show in the next year. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And also I became a father 2 weeks ago, so that's kind of a full-time job right now, the first weeks. Thank you for having me.